CBS News chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett joins me now. Wait, Major, it's so nice to see you.
Great to be with you, John.
In person. We did the math here at CBS News. Yep. I didn't, but our colleagues did, and found that in a review of federal and statewide races in this cycle, 308 Republican candidates of the 597 running have raised doubt about the validity and integrity of the 2020 presidential election. You have written a book about this danger. That includes 20 Senate candidates, 238 House candidates, and 20 gubernatorial candidates. Then I saw something in Bloomberg, which is they studied the social media posts of election deniers. And which posts got the most engagement? Ones that deny the outcome of the election.
Yes, it has become a litmus test or an article of faith in the Republican base that one of the ways you can best and most reliably demonstrate your fealty, your support for former President Trump is to deny the 2020 election. It has become a way to pass a kind of party purity test that's not written, but that is understood. And if you don't, you become a somehow suspicious Republican. You might even become a rhino, meaning a Republican in name only. This has become, and it's not really, John, anymore about, well, because there's so much evidence and we've reviewed it and we know, no, this is not evidence-based. This is preference-based. And because it's such a strong preference and because it's a force multiplier, meaning if you say the 2020 election was either fraudulent or you have questions about it or there were irregularities, you're in a seal of approval part of the party. And on social media, your profile is elevated. Your ability to raise money, not only where you're running in your state or your congressional district, but nationally, similarly elevated. So all the incentive structures. So there's a crude logic to this. Right. But that doesn't mean it's not dangerous and fire that we're playing with.
Right. It means you're the real deal among that audience.
Among that, in that particular constituency within the Trump movement. Absolutely.
So Democrats made a bet in some of these primaries.
They certainly did.
Yeah. And, well, here, you just take it from there. What was the nature of the bet they made, and how's it going for them?
So let me offer a billiards metaphor.
All right.
Let's say you and I are playing pool, and middle of the game, I execute a really clever double bank shot. And you say, wow, Major, that was really impressive. But you go on to win the game. The double bank shot is really clever and interesting and intricate, but I've lost the game. This was, in politics, a double bank shot, meaning Democrats said, I know what we'll do. We'll fund extremist, election-denying Republicans in certain races, elevating them in the Republican primary, and when they win that primary, we'll crush them in the general election. The double bank shot, successful at that level, but they're about to lose the game. 2 House seats in New Hampshire, a Senate seat possibly in New Hampshire, a House seat for sure in Michigan, other places. The Washington Post added all this money up. $53 million from Democratic coffers went to candidates that fall into this category. And some of them may win, defeating Democrats. Right. So this double bank shot in the middle of the game, oh, it's so clever. Look how crafty we've been. Right. But if you lose the overall game and then you raise questions internally, wait a minute, are we for democratic values? Right. Small d? Just because you did the double bank shot begins to undermine that commitment and create more problems for you and the course of our ability to have elections that are believed in. Not that are believable. We already have that. Yeah. But are believed in.
53 million, too, in a time now in these races, Democrats are having to spend money in districts to protect Democrats who shouldn't even be under threat. So 53 million could be used.
Precisely. Look at New Hampshire in the Senate race.
Yeah.
Charles Schumer, the majority leader of the Senate Democrats, his political action committee put $3.2 million behind in the primary Don Bolduc, who won the Republican primary. He's running neck and neck with Maggie Hassan, the Democratic incumbent in New Hampshire. If he wins that race, he will have been propelled through the Republican primary by none other than Chuck Schumer and his political action committee.
My last question quickly for you, Major, is I've been asking this of a lot of the people who know politics around here and who we've had on the show. What answer are you looking for, just one, on election night, when we get real actual data, or election period, whenever it is, whether it's one night or a week long?
So if this is a bad night for Democrats and they lose the House, maybe lose control of the Senate by 1 seat or 2 seat, and certainly the projections make that possible. I'm not predicting it, but it's certainly possible. Will they say to themselves, we've devoted $5 trillion to the economic destiny of this country, and yet we don't have a message compelling enough to protect that which we have created? After $5 trillion, you don't have an economic message? After election at the national midterm election where you didn't win or you lost because you still lacked an economic message compelling for these times? When are you going to have it? And if you can't find one after $5 trillion, what does it take, 10 trillion? I mean, I think it's a very severe, deeply structural conversation the National Democratic Party has to have.
And it'll also be interesting to see if they weren't even able to convince their own voters of that. You know, so sure,
if you're not talking to your own peanut gallery, if you will, or your own set of ardent supporters, that's a problem structurally. And you're leaving on the table an ability to talk to other possibly persuadables, and you're giving your opponent the easiest play in politics, which is no.
Yeah.
Not no and, just no. And on the economic front with inflation, it's just no. And why would the Republicans add detail to that if you don't have to? You know how you add detail from your opponent? You challenge them on the merits.
Good ideas. All right, Major Garrett, we got 5 days till Election Day. I look forward to being with you. Thanks for being with us tonight.